Hi Aries, this is your weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love and an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, the business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Moon. We have the Tower. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Six of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Emperor with the Lovers and the Chariot, and we also have the World on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Gemini on the table, but you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. What's interesting is that there is no court cards here. However, every single water sign is represented here by one of their major arcana cards. Right? So the Moon could be a Pisces, the Tower could be a Scorpio, the Chariot could be a Cancer. So we got all water signs. And yes, this person is very emotional. And it kind of feels like you rocked their world. It's like they're going nuts right now as we speak. As you're watching this, they're going crazy. They're going nuts. Because their world has turned upside down. I don't know what you did, Aries. Perhaps you didn't do anything. You were just being yourself. But yeah, that's what's happening with this person. You're in your own reading too, right? The first card in the potential outcome is the Emperor. That is your major arcana card, Aries, unless you're dealing with another Aries. And we actually have more major arcana cards on the table than minor arcana cards, right? And every single card in the potential outcome is a major arcana card. We'll get to that in just a second. So yeah, let's talk about this person, this going crazy person, right? The first 2 cards that came out before I started clarifying were the Nine of Swords and the Tower. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here, right? The Tower could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but the Tower, I think, like I said, you rocked this person's world. Their life has changed. They're not the same. They're going nuts. The Nine of Swords, the first card that came out, this is them just perhaps not even realizing what just happened to them. You had this person at hello. You know, it was love at first sight for them. The Moon clarifying the Nine of Swords could be a Pisces here, you know, but the Moon is one of the most emotional cards in the deck. So whenever I see the Moon card, it's usually an amplifier of whatever is around that Moon card. So the Moon is amplifying the Nine of Swords in this case. Right? Yeah, they're very emotional. They're hauling at the Moon. They are going nuts, right? So you'll be hearing from this person very soon. Because here comes the Ace of Cups right there in the middle, clarified by the Six of Wands. So I think they will eventually pull themselves together and let you know how they feel. It'll be a confession of love. There is no other way for me to interpret this. The Ace of Cups is that confession of love. All right? Yeah. The Ace of Cups is, you know, genuine, authentic love. It's clarified by the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of attention, right? So you definitely have this person's full and undivided attention. And with the Six of Wands, they're hoping for a victory. They're hoping for success with you, Aries, right? This is what they hope. They hope to win you over. They hope to have a victory with you. And yeah, again, going back to the potential outcome, we have you, the Emperor, the Lovers, and the Chariot. The Lovers, as already mentioned, could be a Gemini. The Chariot could be a Cancer. But it kind of strikes me as you will have a choice to make, right? The Lovers is not only a Gemini card, it's a card of a choice. All right, and it's sitting right next to you, the Emperor. You'll have a choice as to what you want to do. Do you want to move forward with them or not? The Chariot right next to the deck, if it's not a Cancer you're dealing with, then the Chariot is a card of moving forward or perhaps going somewhere. The Chariot could be a card of travel, right? The World on the bottom of the deck, by the way, could also be a card of travel. All right, and the World could be, the World is usually my happy end card. This is when one chapter of one's life comes to an end and a new happy or happier chapter of one's life is about to begin. So you will have to decide what you want to do here, Aries. What is it going to be? Is your happy end going to be with this person, or is it going to be with somebody else at some point in the future? And to be fair, I always mention this when the Lovers comes up, right? The Lovers, in my opinion, is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people, right? It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection if you believe in twin flames, and the Lovers could simply be the love of your life card. But ultimately, I think you will still have a choice to make. And yeah, the rest of your life could depend on this. a very important choice. You know, even though we don't have any commitment or marriage cards on the table, Aries, I'm still not going to do an extended because I believe this is up to you. It's always up to you, but especially in this particular case, you'll be the judge and the jury on this one. But yeah, in case if you were wondering how this person feels about you, yeah, they're in love with you. They're going nuts. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Six of Pentacles, we have Strength, clarified by the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Cups, and we have Death on the bottom of the deck. Well, some of you may not like this spread, Aries. I never sugarcoat my readings. You have a choice to make this week, and some of you could be thinking about breaking up or filing for a separation or a divorce. For others of you, you still have some kind of an important decision to make, and you know that once you've made up your mind, it's not going to be the same, okay? And you'll most likely have to have courage to make this decision, right? We got two cards on the table that could be interpreted as cards of a choice, right? The Six of Pentacles, the first card that came out, that's one of them. Right, it could be a card of a choice, and the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is also a card of a multiple choice. It's a card of a confusion, unclarity, uncertainty, right? And the Queen of Wands, that would be you, okay? You're the one facing this choice. To the left from the Queen of Wands, we have Strength clarified by the Ace of Swords. You could be dealing with a Leo. Strength could be a Leo you're dealing with, but Strength is a card of courage. Or it could be a card of loyalty. Okay, the Ace of Swords clarifying it. This is where that decision comes in. This is where you will have to make a decision, right? The Ace of Swords is a very straightforward, very decisive energy. But again, you will have to have courage to make this move, to make a decision, to make this choice. Death on the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but Death is a card of a transformation, right? Or a card of an ending. Okay, so you will know at some point during this week, or perhaps you already know, that once you've made this decision, it's not going to be the same. Okay, it will undergo some kind of a transformation, or it will come to an end, or something will come to an end. All right, yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we are in Mercury retrograde. This is when more exes than usual tend to resurface. So I got the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is an easy one. No matter who shows up, Aries, you're going to send them back to the past where they belong. Plain and simple. You're not accepting applications from your exes this week. It could be in regards to a particular person or in general. This is your position right now. I don't take anybody back. That's it, period. End of story. Bye-bye. That's it. It did not even make sense for me to clarify anything, because every single card on the table, including the one on the bottom of the deck, this is you repelling people from the past, I assume, because this is an X spread, right? The Four of Pentacles, the first card that came out, in this case, this is you remaining closed off. The Seven of Wands, this is you fighting people off. The Nine of Wands right next to the deck, this is you closing off. This is you putting up a wall between yourself and them. And the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it's like you will just fight them off, quick. Get out of my life, don't bother me. That type of an attitude. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Wands. And we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. It kind of looks like you've already put some work in. You've already done something. And now you're waiting for it to play out. And you're like, so I will act or move forward based on how this plays out, based on the results. I can then do this or I can then do that, depending on the results. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is a card of waiting. But in this case, you're waiting or will be waiting because you already done something, because you already started something, because you already put some work in, and now you're waiting for preliminary results, right? You're the King of Wands. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. That's you. You're a fire sign. The Wheel of Fortune clarifying you. is a cycle. Perhaps that's what you're waiting for. So you could continue with something, or stop something, or go in a different direction. Try something different, right? Because you're still waiting, okay? And based on what happens after that, based on what they tell you, based on the results, you can do what you want to do after that. I hope that makes sense, right? The Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Wands right next to the deck. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, business, and finances. The Six of Wands is a card of victory and success and recognition. So it's looking pretty good. You know, whatever you're waiting for, I think you will hear some good news. Or you can adjust based on the results, right? That's why you're waiting. So because you want to win, you want to succeed, you want to get that promotion, you want to, make some money. But at this point, you're sitting kind of like at the crossroads, okay? The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Pisces, but the High Priestess is a card of your own intuition, right? Or it's a card of a secret. So perhaps you're not telling anybody. Perhaps you're keeping it under the wraps because you don't want anybody to jump on this, or you're just doing your thing, and you're hiding it from everybody because perhaps you're an inventor and you filed for a patent and you're waiting for it to be approved, or you started your own company, you started your own startup, and now you're waiting for things to unfold. I hope that makes sense. And you're being very smart, very wise this week. You're waiting for the results, and so you could continue in accordance with those results. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Devil, clarified by the Page of Wands. Then we have the Emperor, clarified by the Seven of Wands. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or pretty much any zodiac sign. What you're not expecting is somebody will try to seduce you or lure you into something you don't want to be lured into. Okay? And you're going to say no. Right, we start off with the Devil card. The Devil could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but the Devil could be a card of temptation. Yep, and this temptation could be about anything. Perhaps you just recently quit smoking and somebody will offer you a cigarette. Or perhaps you just recently stopped doing something, but then there's going to be someone who will try to get you back on board, right? Or somebody will simply try to seduce you, or there could be somebody coming back from the past. The Devil is clarified by the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is either a message or an offer. Okay, that very, very tempting offer. The Emperor, the next card over, that's you, Aries, right? That's your major arcana card. And the rest of the cards, the remaining three cards, this is you saying thanks but no thanks. Okay, the Seven of Wands, clarifying the Emperor, this is you standing your ground and saying, you know what, no, I no longer do this, or no, thank you, I don't want to get involved in this. And the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands, this is you turning your back to that and moving on. Okay? Yeah. But, somebody will try to, get you to do something you no longer want to do. All right? So that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.